Donald Trump is dangerous. And I think the responsible thing to do is make sure he doesn't get in the White House, and that's why I'm voting for the senator that's polling way ahead of Donald Trump. I'm going to vote for Bernie Sanders because this is serious. I'm going to have to fucking stick with him.
Look, yes, Bernie's way out in front of Trump. Double-digit lead still in most of the polls. And in the last two polls I saw, she's leading by 2, and she's tied. Okay, it should give you a heart attack.
That should give you
okay. If you're a Democrat, it should give you a heart attack. And now, if you're a global citizen, if you're sitting there in Germany, you should be panicked.
A person who's never heard of Donald Trump, their life could be ruined if he gets close to being the president.
And so this is what I don't understand, and I've been saying this to people. It's like, well, how come the donor class isn't more upset with the Democratic Party for serving up such a bad candidate? Someone, the second most disliked politician in the country, that's who they give us against. Why? So that's what how did they?
I think I know why. Because they always get rich under those people.
That's right.
It pushes us closer and closer to the edge, they get rich. And honestly, when we go over the edge, they still end up getting rich somehow. I have no idea how, but they still end up getting rich.
They still.
But look, so you guys are right about all that, but you will never, ever convince the people in Washington. People in Washington to this day believe that all of the polls are wrong. That Bernie Sanders is less likely. This will scare them into supporting Hillary more.
Yes.
Okay? No, but
probably,
Yes.
You're like, wait a minute. Okay, you think she's not going to get indicted. No one in Washington thinks she's going to get indicted, and there's good reason to believe that now with late breaking news, etc. But there's an FBI investigation on your candidate. She's going to be deposed within 2 weeks, okay? By the FBI. She's going to be questioned by the FBI in 2 weeks, deposed 8 weeks later in a separate civil trial, right? And right now she's neck and neck with this madman, with this monster, okay? And she's the most unfavorable candidate the Democratic Party has ever had, okay, going into a presidential election. But everyone in Washington is convinced, well, obviously she's the better candidate, and Bernie Sanders, who doesn't have any of those problems, grabs all the independents. The only way that Donald Trump can win is if he wins independents, but Bernie Sanders does better, much better with independents than he does. She does worse with independents than Trump does. And he's got a double-digit lead. And every moron in Washington is absolutely convinced, no, you don't go with the guy with a big lead. You go with the person with the big unfavorables. You go with the one with the FBI investigation. You go with the one that's almost tied with the dumbest, craziest person we've ever seen run, right? She's tied with Trump in a poll.
That's unbelievable.
But every single person in Washington believes Hillary's the better candidate, not Bernie. Because they're so wedded to that system. And no matter what happens, even if you're risking an epic worldwide economic collapse, they can't have Bernie. Bernie would raise their taxes. They can't have him. They can't have him because he won't serve them. He'll serve us. So they can't have it, even under any circumstance. And you almost can't get a circumstance worse than this.